The Music Never Stopped is about a young man who suffers from a brain tumor that prevents him from forming new memories, and his father who tries to reconnect with him through music.
This brain image shows us a tumor. Gabriel's long-term memory stops at a certain point.
Like it's not even him.
I'm Diane Daly. I'm a music therapist.
I was hoping to talk to you about my son.
We may be able to use music as a tool to reawaken parts of his memory.
First time I heard this song, it spoke to me. All the craziness, you know, all the possibilities.
These musicians connect him to a time and a place.
I was really looking forward to seeing The Music Never Stopped when I was at the Sundance Film Festival in 2011, primarily because I love J.K. Simmons, and I also was excited to see Lou Taylor Pucci, which I hope that's how you pronounce his name, otherwise I'm gonna feel really dumb, who was in one of my favorite films of 2010, Brotherhood. And I have to say, I am really glad that they got me to see it, because I thought it was beautiful. It was one of the most touching films I've seen in a long time. The storyline is fantastic, the acting was excellent, and when I say that there was sniffling all across the theater at Sundance, I mean it. Like, you could almost not even hear the movie with all the sniffles. It was just such a beautiful story, and I will get into the story in a minute, but overall, I absolutely loved it. I thought that it was fantastic, and it was one of my favorite films of 2011 for sure. So first of all, the storyline. The son, played by Lou Taylor P. I don't want to say his name wrong again if I'm saying it wrong. He and his father, J.K. Simmons, they don't see eye to eye on various topics, politics, and this and that, which is completely understandable. And, but they kind of, you know, it's very serious for them. It's not just a, you know, like a passing discrepancy. It's a serious thing to the point where the son leaves home and they just become estranged and they aren't, you know, talking to each other. And years later, they find out that he has suffered from a brain tumor, which does not allow him to form new memories. So he's stuck in the past when he and his father were having these major issues, and it's very interesting, but it was also amazing because he is able to actually have a discussion with you when he listens to music, his favorite old music that his father didn't approve of, didn't like, didn't understand, and it's literally a matter of generational gap and how they have to overcome it to appreciate each other's interests and be father and son. Directing-wise, I thought that the film was done beautifully, like I said. First of all, I was very emotional watching the film just because it really got to you. And like I said, everybody in the whole place sniffles like crazy, just because it's one of those types of stories, you know? I thought the way that they kept going back and forth between the past and the present was perfect, and just overall, I thought the directing was fantastic. And going into the acting was brilliant, in my opinion. I thought, first of all, J.K. Simmons, I think, is fantastic. Lou Taylor P. Was great in Brotherhood, and I'm happy to say that he excelled in this movie. He was fantastic, and I think he's got a big career ahead of him. And the rest of the cast, including Julia Ormond, I thought they were also great. Everybody was great. And the music. Now, obviously, this film is about music. It's in the title, for God's sake. But even if you don't like the music that is in the movie, like the music that's played that is able to connect Lou Taylor P's character to the present, even if you don't like that music, like, I'm not necessarily a fan of all those songs specifically. They're good, but it's not my type of music specifically. You love them while you're watching the movie because you can appreciate, they did such a great job with those musical scenes, you can appreciate what it means to the character in the film, and you feel that, which is incredible. I think they did an amazing job with that. The music scenes are fantastic. And overall, like I said, I thought this was a beautiful film, brilliantly acted, fantastic story, everything about it I loved, and once again, definitely one of my favorite films of 2011. I'm really, really glad I went to see it at Sundance. Let me know in the comments what you thought of The Music Never Stopped. Let me know what you thought of the story. Let me know what you thought of kind of the back and forth, past and present thing they did, and let me know what you thought of the acting. What did you think of Lou Taylor? I don't want to say his name wrong. You know who I'm talking about. I might be saying it right, actually. I don't know. So let me know in the comments if you do know. Just let me know anything you thought about The Music Never Stopped, and that's pretty much it.
I lost my boy for 20 years. Now I am 65 years old, and I need to have a conversation with my son.
I've never been to a Grateful Dead concert.
Me neither.
I've got the medication. I've got the bag.
I've got the brain tumor.